The world is now experiencing a big problem. This is all because of human action. Actually, world without human can be fine.
In 1855, Alexander Parkes introduced the very first plastic then made from natural cellulose. But in 1909, Dr. Leo Backlund created the very first synthetic plastic that no organism could break it down. This plastic pollutes the Earth's biggest oxygen producer, the ocean.
I'm Coffee from East Java, Indonesia.
And I'm Eka from South Sumatra, Indonesia. Plastic is a difficult atom to decipher. It needs hundreds of years for plastic to decompose. That requires a very long time, while the use of plastic is increasing rapidly. That issue is not comparable to a very long process of decomposition.
In my area, almost every day there are hundreds to thousands of plastic used. Most of them use it as a disposable shopping bag. From these problems, there are a lot of plastic deposit in my area, both on land and sea.
Many impacts have been given to my area, such as damage to coral reefs and mangrove trees due to plastic pollution. Dirty and shallow rivers because they are used as plastic dams. Rubber, the river is used by people for daily needs and it's not suitable for them.
Not only that, global warming is also happening in my area because of the pile of plastic that contributes to gas emission to the atmosphere. All of this is due to lack of awareness and education about the importance of protecting the environment for the surrounding society.
Hi everyone, my name is Seth Watson. I'm 16 years old and I'm from Pescadero, California.
Pescadero is an agricultural town. My campus is bordered by fields. Having fresh vegetables is great. The farmers markets are packed with produce, ready to eat. Our school lunches are packed with vegetables from our local farms. But there's a dark side which affects every person living in this small town. Our town's drinking water is full of nitrates due to fertilizer runoff and cow manure from the farms. It's unsafe to drink. Even in my home, which is inland from Pescadero, my water tastes like iron. Due to our water being unsafe to drink, most kids bring plastic to school, and we're supplied with plastic jugs of water to have on campus. We encourage the use of reusable bottles, however, it's just really hard to get everyone on board. Our district has a hard time affording a solution, but we're not the only town in California to have to deal with this. We're an agricultural state, so fertilizer runoff, even in very rich counties such as mine, is ignored by our local governments. It puts people's health in danger, and it accentuates the plastic pollution that heirs to our oceans work so hard to fix.
Hafa Ade. My name is Bosh Shills and I live in Guam. Guam is an island located in the Pacific Ocean and part of the Mariana Islands, which is home to the Chamorro people.
Pacific Ocean cultures, such as Guam, depend on marine resources for food. The Chamorro people hold a rich fishing culture passed down through generations. In Guam, most diets contain fish, therefore plastics pose a major threat to our livelihood. Marine animals consume plastics and absorb dangerous toxins in their tissues. People who consume contaminated seafood can absorb these toxins. Excessive amounts of plastic can kill marine animals, threatening our ocean's biodiversity and the health of our ecosystems. An abundance of plastic can also increase the possibility of plastic ending up in our fresh water supply. Plastic can contain chemicals that act as estrogens, which can damage the male reproductive system. Plastic-induced endocrine disruption can cause cancer, development issues in children, and birth defects. We shouldn't have to endanger marine animals and potentially disrupt our bodies just because we want the 2-second convenience of using single-use plastic. It's disheartening to see pollution affecting Guam's beautiful beaches, forests, and cultural practices. As we swim in these oceans, as we sustain our culture, and as we eat the food it provides us, we ask for your respect. Defendi, Samprotehi, I Airi, I Tasi, I Halam Tanu, Zani Tau Tau Tanu.
My name is Vanessa Tomo, and I am from Yap, a very small island in the Federated States of Micronesia. Up until this day, Yap has never lost touch of its culture. Elders still teach youth our culture and traditions so that they can teach the next generation. Our main source of food comes from the ocean, and we rely on it for survival. As such, we do our best to keep it clean and safe. In efforts to reduce the trash and plastic pollution in Yap, the FSM government recently passed a ban on single-use plastics. So when at the store, people use traditional bags made out of coconut leaves or backpacks instead. Another effort that is improving the problem is the presence of a recycling company. People collect plastics and soda cans for a compensation. This program not only helps a small island but also other places like South Korea. Every once in a while, people would go out to recycle, which is very good for the environment. Let's change, take action.
In order to solve the issue of ubiquitous trash in our waters, we need to fundamentally change our economy and our lifestyle. Currently, corporations conduct business in a linear fashion, which means that they make the item, sell the item, and we dispose of it. This perpetual cycle is the underlying issue because if plastic isn't properly stored or disposed of, it ends up in our environment. We cannot exhume resources infinitely. The circular economy is the optimal economy to preserve our resources and to decrease waste that eventually appears in our environment. The circular economy operates by producing resources from other defunct products, essentially reusing the valuable materials and making them in a way that is repairable and long-lasting. In order to shift from a linear economy to a circular one, we need public pressure and support that stimulates government officials to implement robust restrictions on the way companies deal with their waste, and we need public pressure on corporations to shift the focus from a linear degenerative economy to a circular regenerative economy. To achieve change, you can join local environmental organizations, join in on demonstrations, talk or email government officials, talk to local businesses, educate others, support bills like that Break Free from Plastic Pollution Act of 2020, support candidates that support this agenda, and support companies that are trying their best to change, etc. The last most important and direct action you can take is minimizing your plastic consumption by purchasing reusable alternatives to plastic and high-quality products that last long.
It's time to act.
Hi, my name is Peggy Denny. I'm the administrator of the iRecycle program. You don't have to be an investor in order to effectively demonstrate or wield your purchasing power.
Di sini kalau per hari atau per minggu bisa sebulannya tuh berapa ton sampah yang ditampung di TPS?
Kalau perharinya itu kalau yang truk Amrol itu paling besar itu ada 2 tonan satu truk satu kali balik itu. Kalau Amrol itu sering balik, sudah buah kadang balik ada 3 kali 4 kali.
Oh, let's change, take action.
Let's change, take action.
Let's change, take action.
Let's change, take action.
Let's change. Take action.